Emmerdale stalwart Charles Dingle doesn't usually get her hands dirty when it comes to getting revenge. However, a new theory by express.co.uk suggests she could be the one to finally take down ITV soap villain, Chapman, in order to protect her family. Chez, played by Lucy Pargeter, does have a ruthless side to her personality, despite usually being one of the more level-headed members of the infamous Dingle family. This is a side she could start to show more in upcoming scenes on Emmerdale, as she knows Michael Wildman, needs to go, or otherwise, her brother Kane Dingle, Jeff Hordley, is going to live to regret his actions. Viewers of the ITV soap know the former landlady of the Woolpack has a tricky past with the villain, but could the need to stop her brother from getting into trouble be a greater reason to get revenge than what the businessman has done to her in the past? In a last-minute spoiler for next week's episodes, Chaz and Kane take center stage as it seems the writers are building up towards a big climax for their rivalry with Al. The drama will begin as Kane and his mother, Faith Dingle, Sally Dexter, decide to put their heads together to mark Moira Barton's, Natalie J. Robb, birthday. Over the years, the mother and son Dup have always struggled to see eye to eye, and so this is a rare moment of happiness for the pair. Witnessing this moment, Chaz won't want this to end, and as the Dingles enjoy some peach for once, on the other side of the village, Al is trying to deal with his own personal affairs. Having kissed Priya Sharma, Fiona Wade, in last week's episodes, the businessman will have made amends with his partner, Kerry Wyatt, Laura Norton, and promised not to keep secrets from her again. Bumping into the loved-up couple in the village, Priya is pleased to see them back on track, and they seem to be stronger than ever. Noting it was Belle Dingle, Eden Taylor Draper, who helped to build the bridges, Al is mightily impressed with the young businesswoman. However, Kane is less than pleased to see his sister doing business with his rival, and he has made his thoughts very clear on the matter lately. It is up to Sam Dingle, James Hutton, to put him in his place, as he tells Kane his recent behavior towards Belle has been unacceptable. Despite being given this warning, Kane still vents his anger about Al to his loved ones, and Chez, in particular, becomes very worried. As she tries to defuse the trouble between her brother and his rival, she is deeply concerned her sibling won't let the matter lie. Having made one too many threats in the past, Chaz knows her brother would be the first person the police would go to if Al were to mysteriously disappear. Therefore, she could put a plan in action to ensure her sibling has a strong alibi on the night she finally takes out the businessman. Although she has never killed before, the mother of three could be willing to go to such measures as she knows Al is a nuisance to her family. Silently but deadly, she could arrange for a hitman to kill the businessman and to dispose of his body somewhere it would never be found. Unfortunately, Al won't go silently, as the likes of Kerry and Priya will be wanting to know why he didn't tell them he was leaving. Feeling as if something is off, they could decide to contact the police and put in a missing persons report. The heat would be on Chaz, as she knows the authorities will want to interview Kane, as he is the only person who has made their hatred of Al known. But she would know the evidence would not point back to him, as he would have been with his wife and his mother on the night in question. She might think she had covered her tracks, but as the police begin to put the pieces of the jigsaw together, they could discover this was the work of a hitman. The hitman used in this could be known to them, and although they don't have Al's body, they could know how this person works. Therefore, they could suspect Kane again, as he wouldn't have had to be present when his rival was killed, rather just putting in the order. Not wanting her brother to take the rap, Chaz could confess to her husband Paddy Kirk, Dominic Brunt, that she was the one who got rid of Al. Thinking on their feet, the pair could make a plan to flee the country, with Chaz making a full confession to free her brother once they were abroad. However, plans like this don't ever work on the soap, so will the authorities realize it was Chaz all along and arrest her before she flees? Earlier this year, the actor who plays Al, Michael, spoke out about his character's ongoing and relentless rivalry with Kane. The soap star said, "I think Kane is just kind of getting in the way of Al's business. So, normally he enjoys a little bit of tug-of-war with people. But actually, in this scenario, Kane is just getting in the way. I don't think he's enjoying it at all. Al knows anything to do with Kyle is going to be a massive irritation to Kane, he added, but is he going to be the one taken out so Kane can reclaim his title as the bad boy of the village?